はい、皆様こんにちは、こんばんは。トロピカルと申します。それでは、チキンポリスですね、続きやっていきたいと思います。はい。で、もしかすると本日が最後になるかなっていうところかな。はい。もうなんか次の場所行けみたいな感じで出ていたので行こうかな。あれでもまだか。とりあえず話聞いてみようか。ルイス、泊まる場所を用意してくれたとか言ってたよね。
Did you forget anything, Sonny?
No, I just thought I'd take a...
You becoming sentimental?
Who knows?
Oh, that's cute.
忘れ物をしたかもしれない。何のため
I
に
know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise. You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you
昔の
shot
話を
me?
してんのかなこれ。
Yeah,
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that
そう
everything would
昔
change from
マ
then
ー
on.
ティが
That something was
サニー
gonna
のことを撃っ
break
ちゃったってい
between us.
う過去が
And
まあ
I
あっ
was never
て、
gonna be the same either.
なんかこう
With that shot, I also
疎遠
gunned
みたい
down
な
who
感じ
I
になっちゃった
was,
ん
you
だっ
know?
け。
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
だ
I
けど
almost
結
bled to
局
death.
Almost was the
なん
goal.
かよくわかんないけど今回
Did
の事
you
件で
manage to forgive me
あいい
since
よいいよ
then?
手伝うよ
Well,
みたい
what
ななん
hurt
か
me
急に
wasn't
気
what
が
you
変わっちゃっ
did.
て
Of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not trusting me.
まあそんな感
That
じ
you
でした
didn't
ね。
believe me.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment, I knew you were right. Ah, cluck.
Yeah, Cluck. All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars.
De-
And a woman you gotta
本
get.
編の方では
Come on, Sonny.
かなりこ
Even a
う
blind bat can see it.
予想外の結末って
Cluck
いうか
again.
ギャングのボスが過去の鍵2っていうのを手に入れましたね。なんだろう。まあいいや、ちょっと出ようか。これもう一回話しかけりゃいいのかな。
Look, Sonny. I think if we go
あ
now, there's no turning back.
そう
Not
なんか
today, at least. So,
ストーリーの方では
I'm still thinking
ギャン
about
グ
it,
の
Marty.
ボスが実は双子の弟がいて、でそれと入れ替わってたみたいなことを言ってましたね。まあ次の場所行きますか。もう本日で多分最後ですね。ウェスラー邸へと向かいましょ
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over. Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
う。そう一応今回の事件の被害者であるナターシャ・キャッツェンコ。これは、果たして入れ替わってたことを知っていたのかどうかっていうところです
I hope
ね。
you're waiting for me.
はい。さあ、ナターシャ。
furry
Iruka.
gods. I knew he was rich, but
豪邸だね、この後ろの。
Half the city is
感じを
in
見
his
ると。
hands, Marty, and half the council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
さあ、めちゃくちゃ豪邸だね。いいな、こんな場所住みたいね。入り口をとりあえず探せばいいのかな。あ、
Hey, not so fast, chickens. Please excuse my partner. We didn't mean to be
用心棒
rude.
で
It's
すね。
just his terrible habits, as you may already know.
いきなり入ることはできる。
Not as long as I'm here, but
We'll see about that.
できない。じゃあこっから入れないってことかな。
Ah, look what the cat.
Funny, I don't.
Well, maybe if they had.
Oh, yeah.
Exact.
what are you
あれ
doing
か
here?
カーチェイスして
We'd
たや
love
つ
to
らか。
have fun with you, boy.
Is that so?
Yeah.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to. Get
Easy, pal. We're...
あ、入れる
This
ね。
must
はいは
lead
いはい
to
はい。
Wesley and Natasha's suite.
Well, let's get the big guns
銃を
out
構え
and
て
kick
ドア
the
を
door
蹴り
down.
倒すか。
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns. But I hope it won't come to that.
Oh, my trigger
銃を撃
finger's
ちたくて
itching,
うずうず
Sonny.
するぜってやべえ
Someone's
な。
gotta pay.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay.
さあ、
Tonight.
Yeah. Just don't let it be us.
オリビア。あ、オリビアってあれだね。バーにいたやつだね。バーっていうかクラブか。とりあえずオリビアに話しかけるよいいのかな。
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Olivia. Sweetie.
Get lost.
どっか行っ
What
て。
did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now. If you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Martin.
Huh?
Don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger and also
彼女
hurt.
もねだって。
You mean
ナターシャも
Natasha?
か。
Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
本当に分かってないのって。お、来た来た来た来た。キャッツェンコ。キャッツェンコ。
So, what is it
久々の
exactly
登場で
that
す
our
ね。
guests don't understand? I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
ほうほうほう
Thank
ほ
you,
う。
Miss Katsenko.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin?
It's
Naughty.
all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Yes, Miss Katsenko.
はい。じゃあ、ナターシャに話聞いていきましょう。
The truth is, Ibn
あ、
isn't
イブンの調子
really
が良く
in
ない
a
っ
good
てイライ
shape
ラしてて
today,
もう少し待ってもらう
gentlemen.
ことはできない
He's
でしょうか
rather
らって。
furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely
それに
escaped
我々
with
は
our
やっとの
combs
ことで無
intact.
傷で逃げ出してき
So
た。
you know who left the threats.
Oh, we know much more
もっ
than
とい
that,
ろいろ知ってますよ、
Natasha.
ナターシャだって。
We
あなた
even
が
know
昔
where he
働い
used
て
to
た場所
work.
なんかまでね、だっ
We
て。
talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods.
まあ本当
Why
に。
didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things that she used to be an escort?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a
全部
trap.
罠だったってこと
Believe
もねっ
me,
て。
I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to
そう、
die.
デボラも死んじゃったから
Dear
ね。
sweet Deborah,
Cold, stiff Deborah.
please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me what is going
何がどうな
on.
ってるか教
You
えてください
have
と。
to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives.
わ、来た来た来た。
I'm
レス
having
ラ
a
ー。
rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentlemen that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the
お、入っ
legendary
てください。
chicken
私と
police.
話をしましょうって言っている。
Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
Then this way, please.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yes, dear. Whatever you like.
ネズミと猫、ハムスターなんだ。ちょっとよくわかんないね、この外見だけじゃ。あ、でも耳の大きさとかあんのかな。はい。これどうすんだ？階段で、上行けばいいのか。じゃあ行きましょう。はあ、いるじゃないか。決戦って感じですね。あれこれは本ですね。収集品。こんなところにもあるんだ。じゃあ話そう。
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the
並
city.
外れてしぶといですねって。
You are exceptionally resilient.
何回も殺されかけそうになってるからね。
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my
よくも
own
まあ
house?
私の家に押し
Oh,
かけて。
forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times.
火やら
in the
マシンガン
last
やら
48
他にもいろいろな
hours.
手を
With
使っ
fire,
て。
with machine guns. I could go on.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead
さ
of me
あ、ここ
anyway.
から質問ですね。
Can we start?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
ウェスラーさん。尋ねる。じゃあ聞いてみましょう。ナターシャ・キャッツェンコについて。
I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she,
いつも以上に心配している。だがそれもわかる。あんな不愉快なメッセージ
those
のせいで。
disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word
あなた
exactly?
にはわかりますか？
Why
な
did
ぜ
they
や
write
ら
that
なぜ
specific
奴らはあ
word
の特定の
everywhere?
言葉をあちこちにって。
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do?
も
Surely
ちろん
it
腹を
must have
立てたに
upset you.
違いないと思いますが。
Why? Did it upset you when
あ
you
なたの奥
discovered
さん
your
も
wife
同
did
じ
the
ことを
same
してい
thing?
たと知ってあ
What
ら
did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Mal...
You
この
son
クソ野
of
郎。
a
おお。
bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes,
コケ
Detective.
コココだって。
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it.
You're funny, you know that?
はい。じゃあ切れ端。
About the painting.
Yeah. My
私の
brother
弟
Albert
アルバー
made
トが
it.
描いたんです。
He's
才
a
能ある
great
やつでし
talent,
た。
but
だが
still,
それも問題の多いやつ
he's
です。
a rather troubled
Oh.
individual.
あくまでも兄でいるということか。
Self-criticism.
大した自己否定だ。おお
My。partner means that you and your brother are very much
あなた
alike.
とあなたのお父さん
Identical twins,
あ
if I'm not
弟さんは
mistaken.
似てらっしゃるだと。
But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request. Is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself.
はいはいはい。ウェスラー家の写真。うり二つってや
This
つです
picture,
ね。
it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts
ある
to
ことを知っ
talk.
ているなら、
Really?
He fell in love with her.
彼は彼女に惚れてた。違いますか？お
Albert,
お
of。course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No. I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
And do you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha?
アルバートがナ
That's
ター
why
シャ
he
に惚れ
escaped.
た可能
What
性
do you
は
think
あると思い
happened
ま
to
すか？
him? Who tore out his tongue?
Yeah. I have no
私にもわ
idea.
かりません。
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
I... Why do you ask
美しい
that?
もの。どうしたどうした。
Of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
そうね。
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me.
ちょっとややこしくなってきたけど。
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly and quickly. Yeah, I'm really
お、
starting to lose my
そろそろ我慢の
patience.
限界だだって。あ、アルバートの手紙、ラブレター
We
ですね。
visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
典
What
型
the
的
hell
な
are you babbling about?
ラブレターです
This
ね。
is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a
という
confession.
より告
in
白
which
で
he
すね。
tells her he's capable of
どんなに
doing
恐ろし
anything
いこ
for
とでも
her,
といった内容
even
の。
the most horrible things.
Yeah, this
その
letter
手紙は
doesn't
何
prove
の証拠
anything
に
at
もなら
all.
ないって。
Albert is mad.
あいつは普通じゃない。
Insane. He's not a normal. No one would believe his word. Don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not
Albert
Albert
Wessler.
Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his...
How dare
よ
you?
くもそんな入れ替わ
Just
ってん
tell
だ
him,
ろって。
Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's
Alberto-san.
footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried,
あ
you
あ、
couldn't get
どれだけ頑張っても
Natasha
ナターシャ
either.
すらも手に
Am
入れ
I
ることは
right?
叶わなかった。違いますか。
What did you just say?
She hates you,
彼女はあなたの
doesn't
ことを
she?
嫌っている
She
そう
doesn't
です
know.
よ
She
ね。
doesn't
だって
understand why.
そのことを
But
分か
she
ってないし、
hates
なぜ理解
you.
してはいない。
Instinctive.
でも、
Yeah,
え、
what do you
そうなの
know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate? Huh?
ほうほうほうほうほう。だいぶ本性が出てきました。もうやばい、銃だ、銃。どうすんのこれ、失敗したら撃たれる。
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who
ま
he
ず彼の
really
態度を
is.
和らげるとこ
I
ろ
have to
に
con-
集中しないといけない。何を考えていたんですか、アルバートさん。その芝居をいつまで続けるつもりだったんですか。
What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs.
最後まで続ける覚悟があったイブンとしてではなく、私として彼女に愛されたか
Not
っ
for who Ibn
た。それ以外は
was,
どうでもよかっ
but for who I am. Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino.
た。だから動
But I
物が
also knew
見
animals
るこ
see
とも
what
分
they
かって
want
た。
to
別
see.
の必要はない。
Yeah, I didn't have to behave
信
like
じさえ
Ibn.
すればよかった
They
だ
only
けの
had to
話。
believe.
ほうほうほうほう。汚い手を使ってみんなを丸め込むつもりでいたんですよね。どっちがいいんだろう。なぜ兄のイブンと入れ替わろうと思ったんですか。どっちがいいんだろう。彼の態度を和らげることにだから上の方がいいの
Why
か
did
な。
you decide to take your brother's
聞き
place?
方が優しいよね。
Yeah, as you're curious. From the moment I laid eyes on Natasha
ナターシャ
for
を
the
初め
first
て見た
time,
瞬間からだって。
but I had to convince myself that
これ
this
し
was
か
the
方
only
法が
way.
ないと自分を説
You've
得す
never
る必要
talked
があり
about
ま
your
した。
feelings for Natasha with your brother.
ナターシャへの思いを
Am I right?
兄さんと話したことはなかったんですかって。
Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no
あ
one
あ、
would
殺され
ever
てたか
know.
もしれないってね。
So
そういうこと言っちゃったら。
You've done
だ
the
から
same thing,
あなたが
haven't
先に
you?
殺したんです
What
ね。
a
だって
comfortable
すごいね。
excuse.
Comfortable. Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I
私は
loved and
最も愛し
respected
尊
the
敬する相手を
most.
殺さなければならなかったの。そうだね、確かに。兄を殺すから
You
ね。
know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see
目を
it
見
in
れば
your
わかるっ
eyes.
て。
You can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler. But you won't get far with that.
Yeah.
はぐらかしたということは図星
So
か
I'm
な。
right.
ほうほうほう。あ、今のプラスになったからいいんじゃない。汚い手を使ってみんなを丸め込むつもりでいたんですよね。自分が本気で信じていたのか。なぜイブンを半殺しにしたその場ですぐ殺さなかったんだ。なぜだ。やっぱりちょっとこう助けたいって気持ちがあったんじゃない。一番下行く。でもどれがいいんだろう。一番上がまた出てきてるからこれ選んだ方がいいっ
You
てこと
wanted
な
to
のか
wrap
な。
everyone around your dirty little fingers, didn't you?
I couldn't involve anyone. You have to understand. No one besides myself, of course.
So, you included yourself in the plan, and did you agree with you?
Do you think it's funny, Santino? The position I'm in? Do you think I did it for
すべ
power?
ては権力のた
You
めにやっ
wanted
た
to
とで
rule
も
over something, didn't you? Especially over Natasha.
支配した
I
かっ
wanted to rule my fate. My actions, my will, myself. And yeah, and over everyone else.
Such selflessness.
Selflessness? Yeah, don't make fun of yourself, Sonny.
た。やばい、撃たれるかな、大丈夫かな。
Selflessness is the refuge of the weak and cowardly.
No, Mr. Wessler, but it's not about me.
You see? You two are just hypocrites, pathetic statues. But under your stone skids, yeah,
中身はただ
you're nothing but rotting
腐った死体に過ぎないっていうのはひど
Yeah,
い
you
な。
won't be laughing for long, Santino.
ああ、これはマイナスになるんだ。ああ、じゃあ一番上かな。
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him
なぜ殺さなかっ
immediately?
たの、すぐに。
That's an interesting
面白い
question,
質
you
問
see,
だ。
but the answer is exceptionally simple.
やっぱり
No matter
兄
how
貴を
strange it
愛
is
して
for
た
you
か
to
らか。
understand,
だから殺せなかったんだね。
Weird way of showing your love, Albert.
随分と物騒
you
だ
can't
な。
understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me.
俺
Until I
が
met
ナターシャに
Natasha.
出会うまでは
She
な。
took your brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she? There's not much room in your heart, as I see
確かに
it.
Yeah, you're understanding the situation, detective, but you know, very well it's not that simple. Ibn was my brother. I loved him despite all of his flaws and foul, petty
まあ
lies.
それでも殺せなかった
Not
と。
immediately.
すぐに
you
という
mean?
意味だなって。
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've
舌を引きち
underestimated
ぎる
him.
だけじゃ不十分だった
Poking
よ
out。his eye.
Oh,
目
that
を
was
く
just
り
an
抜いた。
accident, Mr.
それはただの
Featherland.
事故だよって。や
Just
ば。
an accident. You're a dirty clucking.
怖っ。
Please, don't be vulgar, Sonny.
怖いな。これマイナスになっちゃうんだ。自分の楽しかったか、つまりお前は今でも自分が同時に2匹の動物であると感じているわけか。
So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now.
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But it
イブン
believes
は俺の中
inside
で
me.
生きてる。アルバートよりもはる
Sometimes
か
he's
に
even
強い
stronger
存在
than
として
Albert
ねだ
ever
って。
was.
Do you think you can avoid
Ho,
the
ho, ho,
gas
ho, ho.
chamber with this, Albert?
Yeah, I don't have to
ガス
avoid
水
anything,
器。
Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you...
そろ
You're
そろ
not
事
the
実を理解した方が
cold-blooded
いい。
killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
確かにナターシャに気づかれたらどうしてナターシャをセルと思ったんだ。あの男に成り代わってどれだろ
That was your plan.
う。一番下か
Take
ね、や
his
っぱり
place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it
不
good
十
enough
分
of
だ
a
と
plan,
で
Mr.
も言うの
Featherland?
かだって。
It was perfect. Even
不完
in
全
its
ながらも完璧
imperfection.
な計画じゃないか。
Which is
不完全、確
Ibn's
かに。
ghost.
イブンの幽霊
is what?
幽霊
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role.
So you mean Ibn's
イブン
here
は今も
with
ここ
us
にいるとい
even
うこと
now?
か。
He was here all
ずっ
along.
とここにいたんだよ。
Don't you get it?
俺だって。
I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a...
やばいね。彼を殺そうと心に決めたのはいつだったの？
When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under
胸
the
に
weight
触れ
of
る
my
彼女を見
gaze.
たとき。
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her.
あの男に彼女を生まれたか
You
った。
simply wanted her for yourself.
独り
I
占め
wanted
したか
her
った
for
んだ。
ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
うん。それにしてもイブに、お前はただの安っぽい偽物でしかない。それは自分の狂言をすべて言い訳にできると思ったか。どれだろうね。病院送りにされたのはなぜか。これちょっとでも聞いてみたいよね。突然思いついたんだって。嫉妬？一体何のことだ？
Oh, come on, Albert. Alone, locked up at the end of the world, while your brother is one of the most influential figures of Clawville, driving an expensive car, living in a mansion, with the city's most desirable woman.
Yeah, Albert was jealous of Ibn.
今もそうか。だがその理解できるアルバートの正義。
What does that mean?
Albert did our mother wrong.
アルバートは母を裏切った。
Poor mom. She never hurt a fly. But Albert couldn't take that she was praising his
兄ばっかりを褒める状況が耐えられなかった。
What did you do to her, Albert?
Albert killed her.
あ、アルバートが彼女を殺したってマジか。
That was the last straw. Albert had to be locked up, and he agreed. He never said
あ
no
あ、
to
お
his
母さん
brother.
殺しちゃったの。
But he never forgot who did this to him either.
Ibn was really good to him. Visited him every week. Did everything he could. Even introduced Natasha in the end.
And that was his downfall.
彼がそれが彼の運の月だった。
And yours too.
おー、なるほど。俺たちも死ななきゃいつ決めたんだ。お前はイブンと自分どっちの方が嫌いなんだ。下じゃない？
Did you hate Ibn or
どっちが
yourself
嫌いなの
more,
って
Albert?
結構難しいよ
Albert hated
ね。
himself the most ever since he was born. He idolized Ibn. But every time his brother stood before him, he saw what he could have been himself if he had enough strength. But he didn't. Albert had always been a coward, a pitiful nobody.
And
ほうほうほう
now,
ほう。
Finally, there's no more Albert. And no more Ibn either. It's only me, and for both of them, I'm perfect.
can it be that the fear is making you say these things, Albert?
Stop calling me
Albert.
that.
I have to call you something. What should I call you? What name should I use?
俺は分からない。もう俺には、パニックってる。
I don't.
I'm very close to
あと
breaking
ちょっ
him.
とでこい
But
つ
if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds.
はいはいはいはい。ナターシャはお前に優しかった。いや、優しすぎた。もしお前はまだ、
Natasha was
上かな？
kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was simply
素晴らしかっ
amazing,
た。
gentle, kind,
ナターシャ。
lively, but still so distant.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
I know Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Was.
待っていた。
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that
彼女を
gentle
この
and
手の
pure
中で
creature I painted on the
彼女
canvas
以外の
anymore.
存在にしてしまっ
I
た。
ruined her.
え？
She became rotten under my hands.
まだ間に合うかもしれないぞ、アルバート。この茶番を終わらせるんだ。
Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand
ダメ
this.
だ。
She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each
ナ
other.
ターシャはでもこの状況
You
を知っ
can't be
て
two
るのか
people
ね、
at
ど
the
うなんだ
same
ろうね
time,。Albert.
それがやっぱ
Nobody
ちょっ
can
と
bear
気
the
になる
weight
と
of
ころ
the
だよね。
sins of two souls.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her.
真実に近い感じがあれば。
And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. Yeah,
まさに愛と同一だ。
endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling, and infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah.
あいつを殺してあいつを一体とならなければいけなかった。
Albert would have died
ちょっとやっ
Mr.
ぱ
Featherland.
やばいやつだ
And
な。
which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world,
俺の
Ibn
住む
and
世
I
界で
are
は俺とイブ
inseparable.
切り分けられ
Just
な
like
い。
love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
ほうほうほう
You
ほう
see?
ほ
We're not so different after all.
う。なんか二重
You
人
and
格
I
で
have
結構
nothing in
ね、性
common,
格が
Wesley. You know why?
Why,
や
Mr.
ばいみたいな
Featherland?
感じだったんだよね。
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
アバイ・アルバート。シャーロック・ホームズ。さあ、どうなるのか、この後。手が震えてる。プルプルプルプルプル。鶏、どうする？撃たれるのか。プルプルプルプルプル。あ！え？アルバート、ナターシャ、キャッツェンコが撃ったのか？うわ、キャッツェンコ、今の話聞いてたから、どういうこ
You
と？
heard everything.
I heard
はい、すべて
everything.
聞きました。
I'm sorry you had to find out.
あ
And thank you. If it
あ、あな
weren't
た
for
がいな
you,
かったら、
Yes, both of you would be dead.
あなた方
I know.
鬼は
But believe me,
今頃
I
死んでいた
still
でしょ
thought carefully
う。これ
before
も慎重に
firing.
考えて引きたん
About
です。
who to target.
ああ、
You know,
私は心からイブンを愛していたんです。
But this man
でもこの
wasn't
男
him.
はイブンじゃなかった。あなたはそれを感じてたんじゃないんです
maybe
か？
I even
多
knew
分どっ
it.
かで分かっていたのか
I
も。
don't know.
どうなんでしょう。で
But
も
I
未だに
still
信じられませんなん
can't
て。
believe it.
ああ、じゃあ
It won't be
本当
easy
に知
to
らなかったんだ。
process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly,
なんか喋ってるよ。
the cops. But how?
でもどうやって知ったんだ？
I have no idea.
わからないよ、マーティ。
do not look at me.
私を見られても
I did not
私は
call
呼
them.
んでいません。
Olivia?
オリビア？
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't
私
need
の
to
ことは
worry
心
about
配
me.
なさらずに。
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her.
お
Hello,
ー
boss.
あ、どうもボス、
Hello,
ボス、
boy.
お前ら、なぜこ
Before
こに
you say
待ってください。
anything,
とりあえず
we can
説明だけ
explain.
させてください。
No need for that, Santino. Monica
詳細をすべて
already
モニカ
told
から
me
聞いている。
Monica.
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon.
モニカすごいじゃ
Did
ん。
we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my
新し
weakness.
い、あはは大好きだからってね。買わせろ。
And boys,
Yes,
はい、ボ
boss.
ス。
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with
報
all the
告書
details.
全部
Am I
出してもら
clear?
うからな。だっ
Yes,
て。
sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make
ああ、でも
sense
それで
for
許してくれるん
us.
だ。
Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Monty's trying to tell you
優
is
しいじゃん。
that we had good reason to investigate outside the law. But we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny?
反
You're
省。
sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
どうもです、ボス。さらば愛しき女よ。ああ。そうなんだ。マジか。
What? Are you?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
怒ってる。これどうすんだ？あ、ティモシーがいるよ、ティモシー。ナターシャに話してみたらいいのかな？
What now?
あ、次はどうする？どこへ
Where
行
to
く？
next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha.
本当にじゃあナターシャはただの被害者ですね。
Yes, I know where to find you.
See you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am.
Goodbye, detectives.
グッバイ。ティモシー。
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim?
Sometimes I think you're the.
I wish to. I wasn't joking.
So, where did you
今
get
回
the
の特
scoop?
ダネはどっちから
If
聞いたん
that,
だ？
I had- well, it's a.
Clock off.
まあ、ティモシーは別にいいんじゃない？もうどうすんだよこれ。モニカ。
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you,
そう、
those
モニカありが
furheads
とう。
would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
俺たちの仕
Then
業じ
who
ゃ。
was it?
Natasha.
あ、ナターシャだ。
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her.
ナター
It's
シャ
a
ね。で
pleasant
も
surprise.
正当防衛っていうことで許してほしいですよね。はい。ででどうする？でどうしようか。
And what about you?
I'll go
あな
home and
家
sleep.
に帰るよ。
Maybe
3
for
日くらい
3
忘れられ
days.
るように。
I'll try to forget.
I'm sorry. I
巻き込んで
dragged
し
you
まって
into
ごめんな
this.
さい。もし私にできる
I'm
こと
not
があれば。
sorry, Natasha.
これでよかった。ナターシャ。痛みを伴う真実でも今はよりはっきりと周りが見えるそうだろ。
I think
素晴らしいことですね。
Santino,
No, sir.
then get the. Santino,
No, sir.
get the.
わざとやってんのかって。
How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny. And because I know you like...
No.
Don't get used to it, Marty.
そうなんですね。ティモシーは
Just one quick.
I say you.
ほうほうほう。とりあえずどうすんだ。あ、ここにもボスコがいるじゃん。ボスコって
Hey.
Marty?
いやオリビ
I
ア。
just.
For what
俺を痛く
exactly?
て
Trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. Of course you can.
Can I do it?
I think
オリ
I'll
ビアが
manage.
呼んでくれたんだね。
You're a good boy, Bosco.
You know, folks, somebody.
Sorry for the mess.
Yeah,
How did you
they were
どうやって
already
捕まえ
in
たんだ。
custody.
Hey.
cluck you, son? Gentlemen,
Gentlemen,
we're honestly very.
Yeah, this peacefully.
for myself, I'm glad.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long.
Oh,
In.
怖いね。復讐するぞって。他になんかあんのかな、調べられるものが。入り口は見た。
look at
屋
all these.
敷。
Yeah, strange house.
これはネズミ。
Huh.
Wesley.
I wonder
ここにいるじゃん。
when-
うん
Yeah.
鳥。これなんだっけ？フェルマー。
You.
フィルマ
What are you
I was just driving
ー。ドライブ
around.
してて。
trying to feed your grandpa? So,
What can I say, Sonny?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye
俺
on
の仕
you
事は
and
関
not
与する
get
ことはお
involved.
前らを見張っているこ
That's
と。
all.
それだけ。
I admit there were
but you managed somehow.
a professional's a prof.
さすがプロだな。
Unfortunately, I can't.
You and your
約束ねえ
Some
だって。
people still,
You're a real piece of.
of course.
フィルマー。
Must be.
Don't believe.
は
So here they are,
あ。あ、
ladies and
紳
gentlemen.
士の皆様、
The
チキンポリスの登場です。
In the flesh.
これ写真撮って
Damn it,
終わりっ
Tim,
て感じ
drop
です
it and
ね。
cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention chicken police. Say cheese.
セイチーズ。チキンポリスが復活。実写技師。はい。ということで、チキンポリス終わったのかなお疲れ様でした。ね、なんかサクッとできるゲームなのかなとか思ったんだけど、結構難しかったね。難しかったっていうか長かったね。はい。まあ、なんだろう。アクションとかそういうのでは全然なくて、基本的にキャラクターに話しかけて、で、まあ、物語を進めていくっていうようなタイプの物語、ゲームでしたね。 まあまあまあ、これ開発者の人たちってことかな。へえ。そうそうそう。まあ物語の内容としてもそうですね。ちょっと最初はよく分かんなかったけど、結構最後の方に来ると、ああこんな感じなんだってちょっとびっくりすることもあって、個人的には最後は面白かったです。はい。あとね、どうしてもその海外のゲームっていうのもあって、テキストが若干日本語訳怪しいとこもあったり、あとはそうですね、なんか文字送りが早かったからちょっとあれ自分で調節できたらよかったな。どうしてもこうパッパッパッパッパッパッとこう次へ次へっていう風に言っちゃうんで、全然読む暇なく終わっちゃったんだけど、まあでもいいでしょうとりあえずなんとなくは内容つかめたのでよかったです。はい、じゃあこれにてチキンポリスは終わりなんですけれども、残ったトロフィーがいくつかあるので、それは個人的に収集して遊ぼうかなと思います。またね、他のゲームで、お会いできるのを楽しみにしております。はい、ということで、ちょっと早いですがエンディングロール見ながらお別れとしたいと思います。はい、じゃあチキンポリス、お疲れ様でした。ありがとうございました。
Keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Chloe is still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
Natasha?
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now. Somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.